Sure, New Orleans is warmer than Central Illinois this time of year, but you don't have to travel to Louisiana to have some delicious New Orleans cuisine. Check out Po' Boys on Frostwood for this week's You Gotta Eat. Nathina Zitch and her husband Walter own Po' Boys on Frostwood, and while they've been at this location for about a decade, this isn't their first experience bringing Cajun and Creole cuisine to Central Illinois.
We opened, our first one was at the Connected building where Connected Restaurant's at. We opened that in 2005 and then closed there, reopened here in 2014. It was meant to feel like you were sitting on a block of Bourbon Street.
Although Zitch is from Central Illinois, her love for New Orleans inspired the theme for this restaurant.
We love the food, the culture, the music, and we just wanted to bring a little taste of that here, make you feel like you're kind of not in Central Illinois.
You'll find all of the Cajun classics on Po' Boys' menu, like red beans and rice, jambalaya, and more, but the obvious choice to start my meal was with their namesake. There are a few different options for a po' boy, but I chose shrimp. That's such a classic. When you think po' boy, you're probably thinking fried shrimp for proteins. Everything about this is a home run. The bread is crunchy, but it holds everything on the sandwich really well together. The shrimp is fried perfectly. Everything tastes really, really good. Again, this is a home run sandwich, and it brings me right back to New Orleans. I was there 10 years ago, had a po' boy. I'd put this one right up there with it. Up next, one of my favorite Cajun dishes, gumbo. This is served with chicken, sausage, okra, and vegetables, served with rice. So the secret to, I think, a lot of New Orleans Cajun food is the roux. And the secret to the roux is you have to cook it for a long time. It's not just 5, 10, 15 minutes. I usually cook my roux, and I do this at home, 30, 45 minutes. They tell me here they cook it for hours. And this flavor shines through. It's a labor of love cooking roux that long, but it makes such a difference. In the gumbo here, you can taste the difference. Finally, I wanted to spice things up a little by trying their blackened catfish at Touffet. Now, typically when I think of catfish, usually I think the only way to eat it is to fry it, but they proved me wrong here. We couldn't end our meal without trying some New Orleans desserts, like beignets or pecan pie.
If you've never been to New Orleans, I would say this is a nice way to dabble with that. There's a lot of places to get pizza, a lot of places to get burger, and we have those things if you're interested, but if you want something a little different, stop in and try it. It's delicious. So if you're looking for a taste of New Orleans right here in Central Illinois, stop by Po' Boys on Frostwood, because
you gotta eat.